So today we are going to discuss about measures of central tendency. So you know that these measures of central tendency in school level also. Measures mute your petting number just measures of
Okay.
central tendency. So already you know that this topic in your school level, I think in 10th class. I think. Here these measures of central tendency are numerical descriptive measures. So these are the numerical descriptive measures. Numerical descriptive measures. Numerical descriptive measures. So which indicates or locate the center of a distribution or data set. So this is measures of central tendency is nothing but numerical descriptive measures. So which indicates which indicates or locate the center position or locate the center of a distribution or data set or data set. Means suppose some random numbers, 10 random numbers are there, you can find out what is the mean value. So exactly that mean value located uh, at what center position. Is the measures of central tendency is nothing but numerical measurements. Here a measure of central tendency is an average. So this is nothing but mainly average. Okay. So it is a single number of values, so which can be considered in a set of data as whole. That means to find this average, we are using some set of data. So, for example, suppose a class contains certain 40 students. So, from these 40 students, so the average height would be the typical of the members of the class. That means how we are finding this average how. That is what by using and add all those heights and divided with number of students. So it gives the average weight. So now here the measures of central tendencies are mainly here mean, median, mode, range. So actually these are the measures of central tendencies. Now see here the first mean. What is the mean? Now mean is nothing but you know that here mean of a set of values measurements is the sum of all measurements divided by number of measurements. Mean is nothing but sum of all measurements divided by number of measurements divided by number of measurements. So this is called as arithmetic mean. So if we compute the mean of the population, so we call that means this is arithmetic. So simply say that the mean first is the simply mean among the three measures of central tendency. The mean is the most popular and widely used. So these are the three measures. Out of these three measures, here this mean is the most important one. So sometimes it is also called as arithmetic mean or simply say that mean. So if we compute the mean of population, we called it a parametric or population mean. That means sample mean is different and population mean is different. So sample mean is different and population mean is different. So coming to the population mean, that is the total observations. Coming to this sample mean nothing but out of those total observations and the exhaustive observations, the maximum observations, you can take only some sample, that is nothing but sample mean. Here, how this population mean is represented. So that population mean is represented like this. So it pronounced as mu. It pronounced as mu. Okay. So this is what the population mean. If we get the mean of sample, suppose if it is the sample mean, then we can represent that is this is the x bar. This is x bar. This is denoted like this, and read it as a x bar. So this is a sample mean and this is a population mean. So here we are finding measures of central tendencies for mean as well as mode. Here we can find the mean for ungrouped data as well as grouped data. That means grouped data means, so whatever the collection we are taking, that means the collection between some range. So that is what the grouped data. Okay. For example, suppose here 0 to 10. So the student says in 0 to 10, whose that means number of students in 0 to 10 age, suppose 20. Number of students, sorry, 1 to 10, here 11 to 20. Suppose number of students in between this age 15. So in some survey lo ila undi anukondi. So ikkada this is called as a group data. This is what the group data. Sometimes ungrouped data is there. So now what is the ungrouped data? Here for ungrouped or raw data, that means ungrouped data means number of students. That means number of students ages are given. Number of students ages are given. So just you can find the average age. How you have to find the average age? All these number of students ages are summarized and divided with the number of students. So that is what ungrouped data. Okay. So here all these three measures of central tendencies, that is the mean, median, mode. So we can find out the mean, median, mode for grouped data as well as ungrouped data. First we have discussed about the grouped data, next we will discuss about, first we have discussed about ungrouped and next grouped data. Now, first one, that is mean for ungrouped data. So for ungrouped data or raw data, the mean has like this x bar. This is a ungrouped mean. Here summation of x divided by n. Here where x bar is nothing but mean value and summation of x is nothing but sum of measurements or values. Sum of samples or measures, sum of measures or the sum of measurements or values. Then next n is number of measurements. N is nothing but number of measurements. Okay. So this is what the mean value, mean for ungrouped data. So for example here, suppose some person collects the data on the ages of mathematics teachers, and her yields the following. That means suppose some person that means here some person can collect the data on ages of students, and her study yields the following. That means average age is what? That means some students average age. Suppose students age is like this: 38, 35, 28, and 36, 35, then 33, then 40. So find the average for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So total observations are 7. Now summation of all these observations. Okay, this is what the average. Okay, now it gives the answer as 35. So this is the mean value. Suppose sometimes some other question, some person X is a meat vendor. Okay, some person X is a meat vendor. So now the following are his sales for past 6 days. So that means past 6 days days are there. That means Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So here 6 days compute daily mean sales. Daily mean sales ఎంత అంటే యావరేజ్ సేల్స్ ఏంటి అనేది ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తుంది. సో ఎలా చేస్తాం యావరేజ్ వెయిట్ అనేది సపోజ్ సో 1 day some person 5800 kgs and second day some 4800, so some third day 1300. So like that some sales are there. How we are finding the average sum of all these 6 days or 6 days measures divided by 6. So it gives the mean value. Then next, suppose the grades in chemistry 10 students. So you can find out the mean grade, that means average grade for 10 students. So just you can take the summation of those 10 students grades and then divide with 10. And sometimes weights are given. Suppose what is in that case we can call it as a weighted mean. How we are finding the weighted mean? Here weighted mean. Now weighted mean is the mean of a set of values wherein each value or measurements has a different weight or degree of importance. That means weighted mean is nothing but it is the mean of a set of values wherein each value or measurement has different weight. And every value, every sample has a different weight. Different weight or degree of importance. So then what is the formula for this mean? That is summation of F into otherwise X into W divided by W. So here W nothing but weight of each sample weight. Now see here one example for this. Suppose some person here suppose we are interested in computing the weighted mean grade in the student in following subjects. That means every subject is some number of units isnadu. Here subject is given subject math subject and maths, English, then computers. So some some Telugu, some science, some social, like that. Maths, English, Telugu, science, social. So some Hindi. So every subject has some units. How many number of units are given? Suppose this 3, now 3, here 4, here 5, here 3. Now grade is nothing but suppose 1.7, 1.00, 1.5, next 1.5, 1.3 and 1.0. So how we are finding the mean value for this? So first we have to find out the XW and after that mean value. So for that, suppose here sample equal to 3 into 1.75 plus 3 into 1 plus 3 into 1.5 plus 3 into 1.5 plus 4 into 1.5 plus 5 into 1.3 plus 3 into 1. So divided by how many number of samples are there? 6 samples. So ikkada samples తీసుకోకుండా ఏం చేస్తాం? Sum of these weights. So this is what weight, this is what the sample X. Okay. Now 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 3. Okay, ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఏంటి? So compute this and divide it with number of weights. So this is what the concept of weighted mean. And then next, suppose if it is the ungrouped, this is what the grouped data. Now coming to the ungrouped data, Here, so now find the now next one is find the mean value for throughput data. So for throughput data, here the throughput data are the data or scores that are arranged in a frequency distribution. That means here data are arranged in a frequency distribution. In a frequency distribution. Okay. So now the formula is for finding the mean value is x complement summation of f into xm divided by summation of f. Here xm equal to class mark and f equal to frequency. Class mark and frequency. Suppose here compute the mean value of the scores of the students in mathematics test. Suppose in the mathematics test, suppose here class interval. This is the class interval and this is what the frequency. That means suppose here 46 to 50 marks. The number of persons who got the marks between 46 and 50, only one student. And 41 to 45, 5 students. Sorry, 45, 5 students. So 36 to 40, 11. And 31 to 35, 12. And 26 to 30, 11. And 21 to 25, 5. And 16 to 22. Next 11 to 15, 1. Okay. Here, so compute the mean value of the scores of the students in mathematics test. Okay. How we are finding this? For this first write on the class interval. Here, that is first we have to write here the class interval. Next frequency, next xm, next summation of f into xm, sorry, fm. So now write the class intervals here. That is 1, 2. Now write down the class intervals here. 46 to 50, 41 to 45, and 36 to 40, 31 to 35, 26 to 30, 21 to 25, 16 to 20, 11 to 24. 1, 5, 11, 12, 11, 5, 2, 1. Now XM. Okay, find this one. That is XM is nothing but here what? That is XM is nothing but class mark. That is class mark nothing but here the class mark is this is X, this is XM is a class mark. Now the class mark is here mid value. That means mid value of these two class interval mid value. That means here the mid value for this 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. The mid value is this one. Otherwise you can write like this also. That means 96 divided by 2, that is 48. So like this also. Here this is what the 48. Next this is what the 43, 38, 33, 28. Next 23, 18. Next 13. Now if into this one, that is 48 into 1, 48. Next 43 into 15, 215. Next 38 into 11, that is 418. Next 33 into 12, that is 396. Next one is 28 into 11, 308. Next 115, that is 23 into 23 into 5, that is 115. 18 into 2, 36. This is what the 30. Now, so summation of f equal to total value is 48. Okay. So here how many number of samples are there? That is here. So class interval. That means I equal to how many number of class interval? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Class interval is 5. Now summation of f equal to 48. Summation of f into xm equal to 1549. 1549. Now x bar equal to summation of x into xm divided by summation of f equal to 1549 divided by 48. So this gives what? The answer is 32.27. So this is the mean value. Okay. So this is for ungrouped grouped data. Now see the properties regarding this mean. Okay, coming to the properties regarding this, mean can be calculated for any set of numerical data. So properties of this. Now the properties of mean. So first one is, that is mean can calculated for any set of numerical values. So any set of this, it is mean is calculated for any set of numerical values, and a set of numerical data has one and only one mean. So a set of numerical data has only one and only one mean. That is all the set of only one mean. So there is no multiples. And mean is the most reliable measure of central tendency since it takes the account of every item. Okay. So it is greatly affected by the extreme or deviant values. Okay. This is the most popular one because for each and every account we can consider. So it is used only if the data are interval or ratio. That means this is used only the data if the data are interval or ratio. అప్పుడు మాత్రం మనకి మీన్ అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తాం. సో కమింగ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్, దట్ ఈస్ ద మీడియన్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, the median is here. It is median is denoted like this. This median is the value of the sample when the data are ranked in order according to the size. That means median is nothing but is the middle value. Median is nothing but the middle value of the sample. Middle value of the sample when the data are ranked in order, ranked in order according to size, in order according to size. So according to the size, we get the ranks, and based on the ranks only you can arrange those samples. Then you can take the middle value. That is what the median means. According to the size, we can arrange those in some ascending or descending order, so some ranked order. Um, in the after arranging those in some order, exact middle value is nothing but median. Okay, so suppose here, if the middle value is that is the formula for this is n plus 1 by 2. That means n plus 1 by 2. This nth value, n plus 1 by 2th value is the median value. Okay, where n is the number of cases, and MD is nothing but location of the median. Location of the median. Okay. So suppose if the sample contains an odd number of samples, that means median for odd samples, number of samples are odd, then exact middle value, that means the median is the middle number when the data are arranged in order. Means when the data are arranged in order, so suppose the number of books borrowed in the library from Monday to Friday last week are, number of books borrowed from the library from Monday to last Saturday are first Monday 68, next 60, 54, 35 and 97. So 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So number of books that borrowed from Monday to Friday are 58, 60, 54, 35, 97. Find the median. That means first arrange these elements in ascending order. Okay, that is 35 ascending order or descending order. 35, next 54, 58, 60, 97. Now n plus 1 by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 5 plus 1 by 2. So this is the mid value. So this is what 3. Now 3, that means under 3. So whenever given in the square bracket, that means this is the location only. Okay. So in the third location, which element is there? There is a 58. Okay. Now the median is what here? Median equal to 58. So if the samples are even samples, the samples are even, then where there are even samples, the median is the mean of two middle values. Even samples, median is mean of the two samples, mean of the two middle numbers. Mean of the two middle numbers. That means median is the mean of the two middle numbers. Okay, if it contains an even number of samples. Suppose some Cora's quizzes for the second quarter are 8, 7, 6, 10, 9, 5, 9, 6, 10, 7. So, Cora's quizzes for the second quarter are like this. So find the median. So now arrange these elements in ascending order. 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Now count these values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are the even number are there. So in this case, find the median is the mean of two middle numbers. That means these are the two middle numbers. That is 7 and 8 divided by 2. That is 7.5. This is what the median. Okay. So in this way we can find the median. So whatever till now we have discussed, that is for ungrouped data. So this is for ungrouped data. Now how we are finding this for grouped data? So ella grouped data ki find out chestam. Here grouped data in the sense frequency distribution is given. The frequency distribution is given. So in computing the median of throughput data, for throughput data, here median equal to lower bound of median class plus summation of all frequencies divided by 2 minus cumulative frequency divided by summation of median class. Now into class interval. Now here we know that there is LB nothing but LB equal to lower bound. This is a lower boundary of median class, and the next F is a frequency of each class. Next CF is the cumulative frequency. What is the cumulative frequency? Here the cumulative frequency nothing but cumulative frequency of the lower class next to the median class. Cumulative frequency nothing but cumulative frequency of the lower class of the next lower class next to the frequency next to the median class. Cumulative frequency తీసుకుంటాము. That cumulative frequency is the lower class of next to his middle class. Next MC. So this is the frequency of the median class frequency. The next I is the class interval. Okay, this is an example for this throughput data. Here compute the median of the scores of students. Compute the median of the scores of the students. Here the class interval is in the previous example ke chestunnamu median find out chestunnamu, that is 46 to 50, 41 to 45, 36 to 30, 40 and 31 to 35, 26 to 30 and 21 to 25, then 16 to 20, then 11 to 50. Next frequency. So now the frequencies are 1, 5, 11, 12, 11, 5, 2, 1. Now find the cumulative frequency, that is CF. For that, first here how we are finding, that means here to here, that means 1 here. First you can take 1 here, 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 5 8, 8 plus 11 19, 19 plus 12 31, 31 plus this 42, 42 plus 5 47, 47 plus 1 48. So this is the cumulative frequency. Now so here this is what summation of F equal to what and 48. That is summation of F equal to 48. Class interval, that means class interval here the 5, the 41, 42, 43, 44, 40. Class interval is 5. And the next now first you can find out here the median class first. Okay, we have this cumulative summation of frequencies. Now you can find out the median class. So for finding the median class, that is the summation of F divided by 2, that is 48 divided by 2. So here this is what the 24th. So 24th is the median class. So where the 24th value is present over here, that is the median class. Now you can observe this is what the median class 21 to 25. Now the median class is here. Here the median class is what only, that is 21st to 25. Okay. Now the lower bound for this, Sorry. So ఇక్కడ మీరు cumulative median class ఎలా తీసుకున్నామంటే 24th is the median, 24th value. Where that is? That means 1, 3, 8, 19, 31. After 19 only 24 is there. So that's why this is the median class. Okay? So మీ cumulative frequencies find out చేసినప్పుడు సో దీన్ని మనం దేనిపైన చేస్తున్నాం median class cumulative frequency తో చేస్తున్నాం. So after finding this cumulative frequency, so 24th is after this 19. So that means up to 19 only this here. So from 20 to 31 ages are there in this up to 35. So then the median class is here. What median class is here? 31 to 30. Sorry, this is also now. This is the median class. Now the median class is 31 to 35. Okay. Now lower bound. Then the lower bound ఎలా చేస్తాము అంటే 35 plus 31 okay divided by 2, that is 36. Otherwise not. Why? So now this is the median class. Now the lower bound equal to lower bound equal to what? 31. This is the lower bound. Then ఇంకేం అవసరం మనకి ఫార్ములా రాయండి ఫస్ట్. That is median equal to lower bound plus summation of divided by 2 minus cumulative frequency divided by summation of f into that is summation of f FMC frequency for median class frequency into I. Okay, now write down here first LB equal to 31, then summation of f divided by 2 equal to 24. Next cumulative frequency. So cumulative frequency ఏమన్నా మనకి that is the cumulative frequency of the lower class next to the median class. Lower class next to the median class. That's why lower class next to the median class. So this is the median frequency. Median class frequency ki lower one. That is what? 90. Then next frequency of median class. That frequency of median class is what only? Median class frequency. So this is what cumulative frequency. This is frequency. This is the class interval. Okay, now median class frequency equal to 12. Now I equal to 5. Substitute all these values here. There is the median equal to 31 plus 24 minus 19 divided by 12 into 5. 31 plus 5 divided by 24 means 5. Sorry, 24 5 divided by 12 into 5. This 31 plus 25 divided by 12. 31 plus this is 1 point something. So here 24 I think. So this is what the 25 2 point something. So now the answer is what? 2.0 something. Now the answer is 2.08 something. Now the answer is what only? 33 point something. 33 point something. So this is what the median for grouped data. So what are the properties for this median class? So coming to the median class properties are here. So exact median frequency find out this time this we are using. So instead of this median, mean only is very popular. In the next class we are discussed about the mode, and after that we can find out the median, that means quarterly mean. Next we can find out mode. Okay, so this is what, and some of the problems on this measures of central tendency. So tomorrow we will complete this stats concept, and after that we will start a revision